Hey my fly tying friends, this is Robert here. Today we're going to tie a Flashback Pheasant Tail Nymph. Great for rivers, great for lakes, especially for the spring hatch of small to medium mayflies. Without further ado, let's get down to the bench and start tying. This fly is a Flashback Pheasant Tail Nymph. As you can see, there's the picture, there is the recipe beside it. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to lay a foundation on the fly hook. I'm going to go down the fly and I'm going to end it off near the end here because we're going to be tying some tail feathers in. We got some black feathers here. I'm going to tie those feathers in, the black tail. Okay, and we're just going to trim off that excess feathers in the front there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to tie in the copper wiring. Next, I'm going to tie in the cock pheasant tail fibers for the body. And then I'm going to bring the thread up near the front, and I'm going to now take those fibers and wrap around the hook. And then I'm going to tie it off. Then I'm going to trim the excess. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the wire, but counterclockwise, going the other way, opposite of what I did with the pheasant tail feathers. And this is going to keep the fibers on the hook, and when it's being thrashed around by the trout, it's not going to be ultimately destroyed. And so what we want to do here is wrap it nice and evenly with a bit of an angle to it all the way up to the front, and then we're going to cinch it down with the thread and lock it in. Okay, then we're going to trim that off. So we're going to tie in tinsel, and I'm using pearl, flashback, and I'm using a little bit of gold just to give it some flash in the water. Okay. Next, we're going to tie in some peacock feathers, and just using peacock feathers like that, taking some fibers off. We're going to tie that in. Okay, and I'm going to take that thread, take it right to the eye of the hook, And now we're just going to wrap our front end of the hook there with these fibers and build it up. It's going to be like the thorax of the fly. And now we're going to tie it off with our thread. And then what we're going to do is take our flashback, our flashing, and we're going to tie it off at the front of the hook and right behind the eye. And that will give that nice little flash in the back there. And then we just wrap it up there. We got it locked in. Trim off the excess. And then we're gonna whip finish the fly, and that will be it. And then we got a complete fly. So we take our whip finish, hook in our line, flip it, go in, trim it, add a little bit of head cement on there just to lock in that thread so it doesn't go anywhere. And we have a complete Flashback Pheasant Tail Nymph. And there you have it. Okay, we'll see you on the next video for the next fly.